Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hades, where today we're gonna win. Damn it. Listen, I was talking at the beginning of last episode about taking it easy. To be clear, taking it easy does not mean playing on a difficulty where victory is assured. If I can't lose, how is winning going to be fun? That said, I do feel like I really shouldn't have lost the last one on account of our build was so cool and powerful, and I'm very disappointed with myself for having flubbed what I thought was a pretty incredible situation. So to make up for it, we're taking what I think is maybe objectively one of the most powerful weapons we have out there. And if we lose with this one, I'm just going to be even more dejected. Anyway, let's begin. So I took the Aphrodite keepsake because I was thinking Crush Shot would be real good.
Keep following that heart of yours, dearest. It's good enough a guide, believe you me. Mine tells me you are going to succeed.
Cool. Yeah, I don't remember if we already did a build with this shield. I think we might have, but I want to do it again. It seems real good. Now, of course, we don't have... yeah, quite effective. We don't have the bloodstone thing where you could just load up a ton of bloodstones and have them all execute in one big burst. So that would maybe suit this a little bit better. We don't really want to be doing bull rushes all the time. Wow, yeah, that's pretty good though, huh?
Heads up.
It is probably the case that you want, I can't remember what it's called, the one that isn't Stygian Soul, when doing this thing, because you probably want to load up three bloodstones at once and then really get that huge explosion. But something tells me we'll be okay. It seems sufficient, is what I'm saying. Right? Good enough. Yeah, I think a big part of what I really respond to about this aspect is they just completely knocked it out of the park on the visuals and the audio. When you hit the ground with this thing, it feels like you are doing something momentous. It actually a little bit feels like you're going to damage the shield. The way that like chunks fly off like that. I think they're supposed to be like you're unearthing chunks of the ground, and that's what's flying up, but it really looks like the bottom of the shield is breaking. You're being very irresponsible with your Titan killing weapon from the dawn of time. I mean, I'm gonna keep doing this, as long as they let me keep doing it.
Stand down or suffer.
So I don't really know what we're looking for beyond the Crush Shot thing. I figured that would be good, and then we'll just, we'll improvise, you know? Improvise with whatever the other gods that we still need to unlock want to show us. Oops. Managed to miss him with the bull rush. So the Crush Shot was unable to get the kill. I do like Crush Shot for this a lot. And first of all, just the raw damage is pretty good. But secondly, weakening enemies as you approach them seems like a total no-brainer, right? When do you most want the enemies to be doing bad damage? You know, when you're right next to them. Gotta be more careful, though. It's very easy to bull rush yourself onto a trap. Ow. Well, see, but we applied the weaken, so I may have taken a projectile in the face as soon as the bull rush ended, but at least it was a projectile that was only doing a portion of its normal damage. Boy, that was a short room.
You've never even seen the woods, have you? I hope you do someday. You could meet Callisto and the others. It's quite beautiful and green and calm. It's... Anyway.
Is she trying to introduce me to her partner? That's kind of adorable. It's got to be epic pressure points, right? I mean, listen, I like a call as much as the next guy, but epic pressure points.
Well, well. Hey, sir.
Prince, that vintage ambrosia bottle that you gave me, my That was the greatest thing I ever tried, I think. Even Baldy enjoyed the stuff.
I thought you'd like it, sir, and so I'm pleased to offer you another. Almost a shame we seldom get such imports from Olympus around here.
Oh, look what the prince has brought for us, Baldy. Perhaps someday we'll have a chance to share some between us.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Prince said, it seems you brought my little Shady back to visit me. How very kind. And I can tell he's in good care of late.
He is, sir, and I'm grateful once again to have adopted him. You sure you don't want him back, though? Always seems like you could use a friend.
All due respect, Highness, but I've the best friend anyone can ask for to my right just there. And as for little Shady, he was more inclined than I to see the farthest reaches of the underworld. Safe travels to you both.
It's probably... We do want to win the run, but also we need so much darkness. I'm going to take the money.
Sure, here you go.
Thank you, mate.
And then I am going to gift you. Why not?
This is for you, Baldy. A pleasure.
Baldy is much obliged.
I wonder how many hearts we have with Baldy now. And also, if perhaps there could be a way to know that thing. Hey, plus 3% attack damage. That's nice. Baldy is the strong silent type.
I think he'll go all the way this time.
Hey, lads.
I love the fact that that line doesn't conclude before you leave the room. Like it really makes it clear that he's not saying that for your benefit. He just talks to Baldy. He is just having a conversation with his old pal Baldy. Didn't actually kill that guy. There it is. Unfortunately, your bull rush can be cancelled even after you have started winding it up if you take damage from a side that is not the side the shield is pointed to. So that's a thing I know now. Also, these guys are hitting for like 40 damage. We haven't taken a lot of hits here. I think we just took the one, but it was ugly.
In the name of Hades.
It's probably Deadly Strike, right? Chance to crit the bull rush, or it might just be the aid. You know what? I'm gonna take the aid. Let's get a call now, and we'll figure everything else out later. I'm trying to think, like, what would be really compelling on our attack? We don't necessarily intend to hit a large number of times. I guess Ares wouldn't be bad. Ares isn't one of the gods we need to talk to for storyline purposes. But he could be pretty alright. Or like, who else is really compelling when you're hitting a small number of times? Because the thing is, the bull rush damage is fine. I'm not necessarily super excited about, like, just
Who else?
percentage boosts or even the crit. It's okay. But I don't think it's much better than okay. Hold special to charge your throw, or your bull rush is amazing. Well, we probably don't want charge shot. Breaching rush could be okay, but I kind of want to take charge flight just because it's, first of all, it's our only source of range damage since we took the cast we took. And secondly, it's on the prophecy list.
He just grows stronger.
Ah, apparently it was the last thing on the prophecy list. Oh, hey, this is extremely welcome.
Come forth, wretches, and stop this meddler.
This meddler. Like, he doesn't know my name. Boy, this is a nightmare, huh? Just like the quantity of grenades. Or mines, rather. Various explosives. Oh god, I'm gonna get blown up. They're still spawning, in case that wasn't clear. Yeah, the thing has been at minimum health for a really long time because it...
Why bother?
Oh, it hadn't minimized yet, I guess. It looked like it was at 15 and not moving for quite a while there. Yeah, that sucked. It was just spawning those little pot guys non-stop for a huge amount of time there. I don't know how much faster we could have done that, realistically. Okay, no money. I probably wouldn't have wanted to go for the steal here anyway, but... boy, I don't know if Dionysus is what we're looking for.
Just what I need.
Then again, strong drink. I mean, obviously... this would be 12% damage by the time we get to Hades. The low rarity is a problem, but I do like strong drink in a general sense. I'm just going to take it.
How about another?
You know, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll pull an additional fountain or two on the way out. Yep, really good charge throw. Listen, I think we completed that prophecy, so I'm happy to have taken it, but I do not think it's going to have much of an effect on the build here. Jeez, these are some beefy enemies. Look at that guy being the only one who was smart enough to turn around. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got hit by backswing on that.
A palm of power.
Well, that seems like a no-brainer.
Better bless.
Although, honestly, actually, pressure points was also perfectly good. I should not say no-brainer. That was maybe a little more complicated than I made it out to be. I think I'd rather have the palm than another Aphrodite right now. Yeah, the pair of palms, that is. And hey, we might actually get use out of our charged throw here.
Don't let yourself get hit, or else, boy.
Oh wow, yeah, screw this noise. So it does seem like the chariots are just kind of like exploding at random. Again, with the screw this noise, I'd like to reiterate that this noise should be screwed. Damn it, die, there we go. I'm having a really hard time landing this throw. Okay. I do appreciate that the shield throw absorbs projectiles real well. And the damage is bad, but it's very safe. And we can just sit here and charge it until he wants to come out. We're not even losing any damage because there's no power shot mechanic here. Yeah, so a charge throw followed by a normal throw keeps us very safe from the many, many projectiles. And it's looking pretty good on his health as well.
Phew.
Okay, so actually, is it 2% crit over... That's another 60 damage almost. We want pressure points levels, but I think I'm going to take this first. Okay, well that seems like a thing we ought to do. Even if this is not necessarily going to be the easiest trial ever. I think we take Artemis?
Not now.
No, I'm trying to...
Ah, good. You didn't make me mad this time.
So, Hunter's Mark, when all of your damage can crit, is definitely interesting. But, you know what? Why don't we take Deadly Flourish? Yeah, that seems okay. I mean, I am dash striking a lot as well. You know what? I'm gonna take this.
You think you can brush me aside like that? Well, I think I can crush you into tiny little bits. Let's see who's right, shall we?
You know, I appreciate that that was not, like, cloaked in innuendo or anything. That was just straight up a threat of violence. I did not see it. I did not know where it was. Wow, that just, there we go. wonder if being in shield mode will protect me from that. I'm not eager to try it. Why am I so bad at throwing this shield to a place that will be useful? It looks like charging through the heart just immediately dismisses it. Although, actually, that's probably not me. That's probably not me like destroying the heart as though it is a normal projectile, but rather it vanishing because it made contact with me. You know, its mission was accomplished. And it's just that during the shield charge, I believe, we are immune to damage from the angle we're charging into.
I'd say this little squabble can be put to bed for now. I'm better for the moment, but I was very angry with you, love.
Yeah, that was coming through. I got that. Different league is probably, like, pretty much all the damage we take is going to be from nearby foes, right? This would be okay. I do think we're probably better off, like, going after Doom or something. I don't know. This might be alright. Maybe we should reroll. I'm gonna reroll.
No thanks.
You know, life affirmation.
Love it.
We're early enough on for life affirmation to be pretty good, I think. And then pre-boss shop when we have no money. Well, maybe we can buy food.
Hit the spot.
We can, in fact, buy food and nothing else.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting, ladies. I guess the happy thing just isn't doing it for you. Though maybe trying to kill me like this is as close as you can get. You learned my name at least. That's something, right?
Hey, let's look on the bright side. Somehow her tone is getting even more menacing. I was trying to do that right as she charged, in the hopes of avoiding all of the projectiles. I bounced off of the pillar there. Yeah, this is okay so far. Oh, I didn't have a stone loaded, apparently. Yeah, it's unfortunate that if you get yourself into a position where it makes sense to hold the charge for longer because you want to block for longer, there's no way to mitigate the distance that you will travel. Oof, boy. Yep. Stepped right into that. It's alright, strong drink will save us. Ow. You know what would be really great is if I didn't spend a Death Defiance on the damn Furies. Alright, well, that was messy.
Found you.
I ran into a lot of attacks there.
I'll just be a moment, Father.
It's alright, like I was saying. A strong drink will protect us.
Keep
So,
power.
we talked to Artemis. We still need to talk to Poseidon and Demeter. I don't know that Demeter has anything valuable for us necessarily. Let's go Poseidon next.
Should help.
And we may as well.
Till next time, Tartarus.
I would take knockback on attack. I think that would be okay. I guess it sort of depends on how the timing works out. Because if it pushes foes away as we're
Maybe it's
approaching
Asphodel.
in such a way that they are not in range of the excuse me, not in range of the cast anymore, obviously that would be very bad. Oh, fish, yeah. Yeah, let's fish. I do like the spooky chaos fish.
Another Marty.
Keep it, son of Hades.
I'm ever grateful that my journeys through the underworld mean that we can get to know each other, Master Chaos.
Your repeated generosity with me is starting to become a bit predictable. And yet somehow I nonetheless appreciate it still. How very odd. Son of Hades, should eventually you spawn your own offspring, I recommend maintaining sub-infinite distances with them in space and time. Even if they are most tiresome, there always seems to come a point when one wishes to be in their presence once again.
Okay, that's a roundabout approach to the thing that we want to work out. So, honestly, like, this one's okay, but I think we're gonna use a reroll.
Got anything else?
Show me something really compelling. Abyssal Shot seems very good. Yeah, let's do that.
I can handle this.
Just don't get lava, you know? We still have one reroll. I'm actually gonna go this way. I wonder what, in practice, the effect of Poseidon on special would be for us. You know, with the special bouncing around like it does, it being very difficult to guarantee that it will hit any particular enemy from any particular direction. Why would I do that? Why would I go toward him at that moment? I do love a good dash strike. Ooh, boy, yeah. That's a real bad time to be flat-footed. Man, where the hell's my Poseidon boon? We're certainly not going to the shop.
Off we go. Here he comes.
Oh, hey.
Pardon the interruption. Figured you'd be up to have another of our little contests. Now let's go.
I am, in fact,
Think
up
you
for
could beat
this.
Bloody Jack?
I'm, like, extremely up for this, in fact.
Goodbye.
I think he's mad about the intentional kill stealing, and that's just the way this is going to be. Okay, well, I managed to push that one skeleton into the Thanatos zone and then back out. I bet he really hates it when people call it the Thanatos zone. It doesn't really fit with the tone he's going for, like, at all. Oh, screw this. Now, I may just let him have these guys. Alright, I stole quite a few of those. But I'm a little surprised we're still going here.
Hermes.
Enough. Hey boss, in all your travels there, you happen to run into a lass by name Eurydice? I hope she's alright. I feel bad because we didn't get a proper send-off last we met.
10% dodge is fine, I guess. He's right, I am reckless.
Take care, Cypress.
I do think it's a bummer that those don't get buffed by the Aphrodite thing. Okay, there's our Poseidon boon. We're definitely taking that. Do we want anything from the shop?
Here.
Oh, I do, in fact. Is there a gold pot anywhere around here? It's kind of a big room, but looks like the answer is no. Yeah, I mean, there was a big fight already most of the time. By the time the battle is over, any gold pots that are around have already been broken. Alright, well, I think I am going to just buy the lure then. You know, currencies. Y'all know how I feel about those currencies. And let us add Poseidon to the big happy family.
Here goes nothing.
So do we only get the giant crystal variation of the Barge of Death now? Yeah, it looks like it. That's a real shame. I'm assuming that we can't weaken them while they are impervious, which is a real shame, because it would be nice if we could keep them from doing full damage. Although obviously our fighting style does have us invincible some portion of the time, so that's certainly helping. Ooh, that was a little close. Man, it takes a lot of these charges to get the job done. Oh, that's lava. Don't charge onto the lava. Okay, finally. Anytime I try to stand still and attack for more than about a second in any place, the lava immediately picks up. Yeah, that got a little tedious.
My Chaos Bone switched to a new effect.
Nephew, how is it you're navigating your cruel father's realm at such a blinding speed? There's only one Olympian who moves that quick, besides myself. Where is he anyway?
I mean, do we want this? I guess I'm going to take it. I'm kind of curious how effective it will be for controlling the space. Because, like, I'm finding I'm doing a lot of charging in and then shield throwing. Just 'cause it's like, it's a pretty natural feeling. Okay, it seems to hardly move them at all, frankly. But boy, it really doesn't seem like we're having much luck with this, getting the Olympians to bestow their favor upon us thing, huh? Everybody just seems to have really inconsequential things to say. Maybe, like, once you finish the codex entry for an Olympian, or for anybody, it could give you, like, a hint as to what they want to unlock their heart. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the special is doing some pretty decent damage now. Yeah, wow, look at that.
Good enough to eat.
We sort of wandered into an interesting build here.
Looks like
What
a good
if
spot.
even more fishing?
You're mine. A sea creature.
Alright, so Hermes... I think we're probably taking the Poseidon Erebus room. Oh, right. What is this? I don't care about gemstones enough.
Well, here goes nothing.
Given the power of our shield throw now, this could
Where do
be
you
pretty
think
easy,
you're
potentially.
going?
Or alternatively, it could be the nightmare room of the infinite archer, which is one that I hate very much.
Like that.
Sagri is still absolutely killing it with the action movie one-liners. Oh god! Oh god! Yeah, jeez. This probably should not be a thing, right? The guy whose whole thing is he shoots 7 arrows in a row. Seems like they don't all go exactly to the same place either, which is kind of annoying, actually, if you're trying to defend against them. Is he gonna... The reticle's on me, but he's not actually aiming at me. There it is. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna feel safe charging him until after he commits a little bit here.
Fine, keep your trinket then.
Easy.
Huh. Is Sweet Nectar... We might be too late for it already. What other stuff might we be looking for here? I mean, we probably don't have any other duos with him yet, just because it's... Oh, we could get Mirage Shot. Yo, Mirage Shot's probably great, actually. I might re-roll for that, then. Because we might already be too late in the run for Sweet Nectar to be good.
Something else.
Ah, it's a shame. Okay, Breaking Wave is kind of whatever. Let's boil,
waves.
shall we? I find myself boiling the enemies so often. What if it's my turn to boil? Alright, my only concern here really is me accidentally hurling myself into the lava.
Why, Lerner, you are looking positively fabulous, I have to say.
I mean, I knew the head stomp was coming, so I was trying to get out ahead of it, but it doesn't really help to dodge into the lava to avoid damage. Well, I guess that's not universally true. Sometimes the damage you take from the lava is a lot smaller than the damage you will take from other stuff. And the damage on the shield throw almost makes me not want to engage with my Beowulf stuff anymore. Although I do wish that the enemies were close enough together that the shield bounce is actually bouncing. And again, like I've said many times here, an important part of roguelites is making sure that you are playing into the tools that the game wants to give you. So maybe we've just become a weird shield throw build. And we still want to do this thing to keep the debuff up. But yeah, that's like really effective. Aw, screw you. I'll just move dramatically right before the stomp to ensure that it hits you no matter what.
Got you covered.
Ah. These fools all moved close together. I mean, obviously there's a downside. The shield throw charging animation does not keep us safe the way the other charging animation does. Okay, that's maybe enough with the stomping. Apparently, our first shield throw hit this tiny little nub here on the ground. I am none too pleased about the invisible garbage that is stopping me from moving around the way I want to.
I have them in my sights.
Partway through the second multi-head phase, I was like, oh, we're definitely going to have greater call-up right about as we move into the final phase, and we'll just have Artemis do the whole thing for us. And then my gauge just completely stopped charging, I think,
It's brilliant.
because I started playing better and stopped taking so much damage. Curse my incredible play skill. Alright, well at this point we're just grabbing Demeter, even though we don't... I don't know that we have any stuff we want from her. Yeah. It's fine, we just need to keep talking to her. I don't... The Night Spindle's a little cheaper than it looks because the extra use of our summon will give us money, I guess, but even so, I don't actually think it's... I kinda don't think this summon's all that good.
Take me
I do want to try out some of the others. That's the thing we do need to do. And at this point in the run, I think I would feel fairly confident
Pretty good up here.
going after Charon if we were offered the opportunity.
More bright swords.
Never happy to see bright swords. Never happy to see any of the exalted. Well, that's not very good throwing. I mean, in some senses, it is extremely good throwing. There's no two ways about that. There's definitely something to be said for the fact that the charge is 2 hits. Ow. I hate these damn chariots. I hate them so much. What a truly horrible enemy.
So close.
Yeah, it's wild that the shield throw didn't bounce to hit all 3 of them in that situation. I thought for sure it would. It seems very, very hard to predict how the bounce is going to work, but it never hits as many enemies as I would like. Alright, so far this Aphrodite thing has not been a huge amount of health, in part because we've gotten some of our... Oh, okay, well, Demeter's going to have to wait. Right? Yeah. She'll still show up. We can push her back, I'm pretty sure, without any fear of actually losing her. Yeah, it really sucks when the bull rush fails to hit. Well, I mean, there's something of an advantage to this fighting style in the enemy never knows what side they're going to be hit from. Makes it hard for them to aim at us. Wow! Thanks, pressure points. Hold on, I think I just learned something. If I start charging up without a bloodstone loaded, I can't load one while I'm charging like this. Aha! but I can load one during the bull rush, like during the actual movement. And if I do that before I land, then it does still go off when it lands. So it checks for the bloodstone at the end of the charge, not at the beginning. Very interesting information. Not necessarily hugely useful, and like mostly what it will do is help me if I screw up. It will help correct my screw up of not having loaded the stone. But, you know, that's not nothing. I do screw up. Dash Strike is even better. Empowering Flight's probably pretty good.
Nice and steady.
Okay, now I think Demeter is... Now I think it is time for Demeter. Smash him against the wall over and over again. Yeah, a little bit of patience turns out to be a really valuable weapon. Who would have thought? Not just wildly mashing buttons at every opportunity. Turns out to be something of a strategy. Ah, that's my bad. I pushed him back to a place where his, shield was facing the explosion. I gotta be more careful. I keep finding myself dashing toward the exploding traps. Wow. They probably shouldn't just be able to damage me if I successfully range attack them to death from that far away. I feel like I should be rewarded a little bit for doing the thing you're supposed to do.
That chill sensation I detect must indicate that you are near the surface, Zagreus. If you can overcome the final challenges ahead, you soon shall see the long winter yourself.
She's really excited about me seeing that, and I don't know why. Rare Crop is probably actually great here. Okay, Strong Drink is fine.
What's for sale?
With this weapon, we can afford not to buy this.
Bought.
I will take that, though. I mean, they're still annoying. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, we probably ought to do this. Aphrodite is not going to be pleased.
One of them's not going to like this.
You give those musty shades and corpses a fair fighting chance down there, you hear me, Zag? Oh, just in case you need a hand.
It feels like Attack Inflicts Hangover is not very exciting, but also... I mean, we're jumping in on people and hitting them several times. Maybe it's right. I'm gonna take this.
You shall find I don't take such rejections lying down. And you shall find it out the hard way.
She'll get over it.
She does remember the room where we did this earlier this run, right? Although I have to say, she is definitely going to see slightly better results this time on account of the shield exalted. Not really anything to do with her own abilities. Wow, I took a huge amount of damage there. Okay, I got hit through the shield on that one, which feels bad. Now, for real, that should be the entire room, but we all know it won't be.
That one's rearming.
Yeah, well, I would love to be able to do stuff about it. Ow. Yeah, they're kind of just able to do whatever they want. They can absolutely hit me through my shield thing, and also their the little wave fire attack takes less time to execute than my bull rush does. Damn it.
Optimus. They are as good as dead.
Well, that sucked.
Oh, how I hate to fight with you like this. Let's forgive each other and forget. Go back to how things used to be.
Boy. None of those are any good. So we're definitely not doing this trove. So it's like 50 health Erebus Chamber versus Bad Shop versus probably fighting Asterius. I think I'm going to take the Erebus room, honestly.
Erebus, here I come.
It turns out I'm going to need a hell of a lot more health to get through this because I'm still not playing very well.
You shall not escape.
Yeah, the Exalted are still a nightmare. At least these ones aren't elites. I gotta be careful though. The Poseidon bounce thing is sometimes bringing them into closer proximity with me. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do about it if they. Well, first of all, if they decide they're going to immediately start recovering, like before they do any travel time at all, obviously that's a problem. And obviously, it's even more of a problem that we're still getting fresh spawns. What I need is for them to spend at least a little bit of time outside of the large group. I mean, it's just not really, it's not even really worth fighting the Exalteds until the Flame Wheels stop spawning. Because what's going to happen, for sure, is we're just going to get eyes coming up in places where I can't interact with them because Flame Wheels. Unfortunately, I do need to do some attacking to keep the Flame Wheels interested, it looks like. Okay, this can maybe stop.
Night.
Okay, I think the bad enemies are gone. Boy, that guy just will not take a shield. Some guys just won't take a shield, you know what I mean? Is that a common English phrase? That's, yep, trying to throw through a wall there. Not a great plan. Alright. That's fine. That guy getting to reset himself is okay if it guarantees we can kill the other one. Okay, that was a nightmare and it took forever, but we did it.
You're quick, I'll give you that.
What do I get?
Boy, these are not very exciting. I guess at this point a key makes sense. At this point a reroll makes sense because we have spent all of our other ones.
Flame wheels.
Yeah, apparently the deal with the flame wheel contract was actually, if you don't buy this, nothing but flame wheels will spawn for the rest of the dungeon. Poseidon, maybe working at cross purposes with me a little bit here. Yeah, the special destroying butterflies is definitely helpful.
Nearly made it.
So apparently, that first charge we did just didn't deal damage to anything, which I think is pretty strange.
That one's rearming.
No. Boy, that took a lot more hits than I thought it was going to. We're gonna get hit for this. Ooh, almost. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit more like what I want. It is unfortunately difficult to get archers to group up because they have no real incentive to get close to you, which is the primary way that you get enemies to be close to each other. Well, I don't think we need the money anymore, so this way... I would love a shop. Or, you know, Patroclus. That also would be cool. We definitely already have taken damage from these things in, like, a really annoying way. It looks like you are executing two dashes, like, right on top of one another, but apparently you are not actually... It's not one smooth move, and even though you are doing them with no visible break in between, you can be hit in between. I thought we were going to be able to just dash right over that guy. Yeah, and see, sometimes they just drive right up against an obstruction. So it looks like, on some occasions, it looks like you break their pursuit off at a wall or something, and that causes them to explode, but it's gotta just be coincidence. You know, eventually they just blow up for no reason. Because they sure don't consistently blow up when hitting an obstruction. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, if I manage to weave him perfectly between those, I'm gonna be a little bummed out. I'm assuming that the, damn it, I moved too fast. I'm assuming that the crystal imperviousness can't make them immune to their own explode effect. I would love to get to actually attack the crystals, but obviously we can't do it until the suicide bomb enemies are dead. Man, I'm having a really hard time managing to get the shields over to them. Alright, we killed one. I do think it's kind of funny that the developers put in an item that makes flame wheels not spawn. Like, they recognized how extremely not fun and, like, kind of garbage flame wheels are as an enemy. But their solution wasn't, well, let's fix them or make them behave consistently or make them at all interesting to fight. It was just like, well, sometimes you'll be able to pay to not have to deal with them. Don't know that those are necessarily great choices. I mean, obviously we get a lot of value out of the Passion Flare, but certainly not what we were hoping for. Well, if they want to just come at me one by one, we can certainly win the fights that way. They are pretending to not be aware of me. I'm just moving every time I let go of the shield button. Yeah, I don't know. Our strategy feels okay. It definitely feels less good than last runs. Yep, and of course, no amount of hitting him directly in the face and constantly pushing him back will prevent him from hitting me if he decides he wants to hit me. Ah! Get over the thing, damn it. Wow, this is a really large number of butterfly balls. Is this the largest number of them that we've ever seen up in one place at once? I think it is.
That one's rearming.
Boy, I should not have even tried. Well, it does seem like there's a pretty good chance that we're just going to die to me getting whittled down over several rooms.
Barely made it.
Support fire is not amazing here. I mean, it's never bad. Could just take Deadly Strike, I suppose. I guess I'm just gonna take bad support fire.
The might of the Huntress.
Support fire is always, at the least, good. Alright, we're gonna go this way, so no Patroclus for us this time, or ever again, I'm assuming. It's just gonna, it's gonna hold out and never let me have my, my plot resolution. Positive outlook sounds pretty good. We're gonna need a little bit of positive outlook, given the way things are going. And man, I feel like it's been a while since we've seen the opportunity to rob Karam.
Never yield the title champion of Elysium to the likes of you. What is the matter, fiend? Is your weak sense of resolve already shaken?
Yeah, support fire is definitely not... It's not built for the builds where you are doing a small number of large hits. That said, I mean, it's going to do some good damage in, like, Elysium and stuff. Or not Elysium, Styx, like when we're shield bouncing off of multiple small enemies. Okay. 90-degree turn at the wall. Unfortunately, there's literally nothing you can do about that. If he decides he's going to do that, you just lose. Yeah, okay. mean, I guess the good news is at this rate we're going to get a couple of greater calls off.
Foul demon, we shall thwart your each and every trespass of Elysium.
I'm pretty pleased with the way that works. I should not have tried it. I should have just played safe, but it did work out at least. Yeah, unfortunately, the way Theseus was charging there, I don't know that we had a way of not eating that charge. Boy, sometimes he just charges right into stuff in like the friendliest possible way.
Run you down or run you through. Are you enjoying yourselves in the stands?
Damn it, there we go. Actually, why not actually aim it at the enemies, huh? Just for a fun change of pace. I think my plan here is to save our greater call, because we are absolutely not going to get two of them. So we'll just use it on the last phase of Theseus. Man, the fully charged shield throw feels like it has a much larger throw range than they allow most of our ranged attacks to have. Even the bow shots don't feel like they go that far. Yeah, I should have known that wasn't going to work. It's true, he did got me.
Oh, blackguard! Oh, your spirit must be quivering inside. No! Olympians, I call upon your aid! Artemis! I hear you. Firing!
Wow. She sure showed him.
They say to never meet your heroes.
This is a really good time for the rarity to upgrade on Strong Drink. I appreciate that.
Showed them who's boss, didn't we, Shade?
See, even Zagreus is starting to say
your
it.
existence, Shades.
Well, I think this is nearly going to take us back to full. Yeah. So we're recovering. And at this point, honestly, I don't even know. We just keep trying to level up combat boons, or combat things. We take the Palm Blossom. Yeah. This'll give us a fair few levels, and also we'll push it toward 3 stars.
And check.
So at this point, of the options we have, I guess I'm hoping for Artemis attack? I think that makes sense.
Watch out for.
But also, if we didn't end up with an attack boon, I don't know that it would be the end of the world. For as much attacking as our build does, it doesn't necessarily need a whole lot of attack boons. Alright. Oh, fish. Where is fish? There we go.
Fishing point.
And there's still the Artemis Poseidon duo that we have the prereqs for, and that would be very good for us.
There.
So I guess Artemis is in demand, is what I'm saying.
Which tunnel?
That said, we are not offered more than one. Oh, right, you can't. You can't use the thing to cross gaps, even if they're gaps that you could cross by just dashing. It does seem pretty weird and arbitrary. Oh, and that doesn't have the reach to get across there either. And apparently we can't always shield throw either. I guess the corner over to our right just is not... The collision for it doesn't exactly match the art. Alright, all I have to do is not like screw up in a hilarious way here. Our build has a lot of potential. And we can certainly just blow some enemies the hell up. Get out of here with that. Yeah, man, that special damage. Special damage was already looking pretty impressive before we just got the bump to heroic on it. Yeah, support fire is always, like I said, at least good.
Don't like the look of that.
And here in Styx, with the many, many, many tiny rats, it gets all the way up to phenomenally great, I think. Even on builds that are not really ideal for it. You know what?
Begging your pardon?
I forgot to summon him during the Theseus fight. So we just had an extra use. I mean, this is kind of working. I am disinclined to to mess with it too much. Oh, apparently, right. We're gonna get infinite medium-sized vermin spawns until we deal with the actual big vermin. Now we've at least popped his shield. I think this one's having some problems. Okay, Passion Flare Up is fine. I mean, obviously it's one of the better boons to level up, but also it's got so many levels on it that we're definitely seeing some significant diminishing returns.
Should come in useful.
So it's like Deadly Strike versus reroll for the duo. I think we're just going to take Epic Deadly Strike. That's fine. Crits on the Bull Rush seems okay to me. And then, actually, Poseidon gives us another chance at that duo, though. It is the Poseidon-Artemis duo. Alright, Trap's doing excellent work. I'm not even sure what just did 1400 damage. Was that the cast critting off of pressure points, maybe? It almost must have been. I'd say. I don't think our Bull Rush is anywhere near that. Alright, Night Spindle seems not great. Honestly, this is all kinda not great. I'm gonna save the reroll for the Poseidon boon. We're just not taking any of that garbage. Alright, I did not get the iframes on that one. That was a Hermes special. Which I really appreciate. Alright, is this the end? It is.
Fast this time.
Seems like we find it fast every time now.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Reroll for something more exciting? Okay, that's not exactly going to do it. Breaking wave is bad. I guess we're taking hydraulic might? I don't know. I mean, this might do something.
Okay, I'm good.
But they're all pretty bad.
Hope this can get me out of here.
Alright, so where did we end up on? On strong drink? 17%. You know, honestly, pretty good. That really went well. Do we want an Aphrodite boon? I think I just want double palm. And we'll take it on. Yeah. Okay. And oh cool, we're gonna get an upgrade right after the Hades fight.
Cerberus moves for no one, but for Satasax, he can make an exception.
I can go.
Alright, 470 life with 3 death defiances, and a build that encourages us to stay back and play careful and only go in every once in a while. In theory, this should be pretty good.
Oh, hi, Father.
Already here? Seems our underworld still has many failings I shall have to deal with after this.
I'm a little disappointed every time we get up here and see no surface fish.
Darkness.
Yeah, a minimum distance dash is actually pretty fast to charge up, and it seems like based on the damage numbers we're seeing, I'm not 100% sure on this, but it might be the case that the charge always deals the same amount of damage no matter how far you go with it. Okay, so I took 92 damage from his spins twice in quick succession there, which obviously is very bad. Oh, wow. Screw this. This is horrible.
Quit it with this, Father.
Artemis!
All right, taking the shot.
These things have so much health that a greater call was not able to eliminate one of them. Boy, I really thought the shield throw was going to break that and still hit the chariot. Apparently, that's just not how that works some of the time.
You brought this on yourself.
Well, I mean, you can't really argue with it. We did bring this on ourselves.
Your mother already begins to coddle you.
It's called showing affection to your children, Father.
Darkness. Ah, thank you for the information there.
Sure thing.
Baldy, now you two get along.
Face me yourself.
Alright, that little bit of extra food may end up being actually pretty important. Also, I am just pleased beyond words that we did not get a chariot spawn on this second wave.
Darkness.
God, he's putting out so many bloodstones. Okay, finally got it.
Darkness.
I'm pretty happy with the way we've been handling the bloodstones so far. Like, there's been a lot of combined offensive and defensive maneuvers here. I've been very efficient, I think. I would love to actually just kill this thing. There we go. Does feel like we're... Never mind. Starting to get the hang of it a little bit, is what I was going to say. Alright.
Get up.
May as well grab this stuff now.
I shall not fall to you again.
Oh, that was bad. Do not dash away at that moment.
Fire!
Ah, yep. That's all me.
Optimus!
I have them in my sights.
That meddler.
Oh boy, this is gonna be an ugly one.
Get off me!
You stepped in something, boy.
I needed to do like a dash toward, dash away real quickly there maneuver. And I just didn't time it correctly. No, that's not gonna work. That actually went really well though, the way he timed that against the bloodstone breaking. Yeah, I did totally miss him with the crush shot there. Not me while I was dashing. Ah, I did not have my bloodstone on it. Shoot.
Behold.
Ah, overdid it.
You still resist.
Yeah, imagine that. Some of the fight banter makes a little bit less sense once you're basically working for him and he wants you to be doing this. I mean, he sort of always wants you to be doing this to some extent, right? But once it is officially your job on you, it's like you still resist. Well, yeah, I mean, it's what I'm here for. It's what we're both here for, and it's also presumably what I'm drawing a salary for. Did we talk about salary? I am getting a salary, right? I damn well better be.
You bested me. I'll grant you, Zagreus. See you at home.
Honestly, I don't know that I played any better there than I did last run. It's just that we were even more out of control. And the shield is always... Like, the shield is definitely the safest weapon. And also, simultaneously, one of the most offensively powerful. I know that in a single-player game, there's not necessarily a huge amount of pressure on the balance. I mean, you should be balancing your single-player game, and, like, you know, nerfs and buffs and stuff are all perfectly reasonable, because you want the weapons to be all approximately level-ish. Not like hard level, but it needs to be the case that it's not the wrong strategy to pick one of the weapons. But I do think the shield's maybe a little bit overtuned, and I think that's true of all of the aspects. And the sword, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the sword needs some help.
Patient Zagreus appears to take repeated deaths in stride, and so here comes another one for him.
Oh no!
You know, it helps if you are, it helps if you're expecting it. It helps if you've already accepted that it must happen.
I'm back. Huh.
Boy, we're really pulling gemstones quickly.
Well, this is like a dream come true. I mean, how come you're always being so darn nice to me? But anyway, thanks.
Sure thing, Hypnos. Knock yourself out.
I mean, I kind of think the problem is that he's spending too much time knocked out already.
Welcome to the House of Hades, where death is our life.
Okay, Achilles is still gone. Hey, Thanatos.
You and Achilles ever get to talk much then?
I have my orders, he has his. What do you think? Even back when he was still alive, there was no real chance I was going to be the one to take him here, given his line of work.
Because he was a warrior. When mortals die a violent death, they are no longer your case, are they?
No. I tend to those in less of a hurry to come here.
I don't think that we knew that before. Or at least I didn't. Maybe people more familiar with the mythology did.
Dusa, hey, what's the matter? You seem... Something's wrong. What happened? Tell me, please.
No, Your Highness, you're not supposed to talk to me. I mean, I'm not supposed to talk to you. You see, Miss Nix, she... Oh, I will be in so much trouble now.
Wait, Dusa, slow down. What is the matter? Nyx really has forbidden you from even speaking with me. Do you know on what grounds?
I've no idea, Prince. Look, I really want to keep my job here, so I can't be seen with you right now like this. Please understand. I have to go, okay?
I need to talk to Nyx about all this.
You know, I had sort of assumed when we saw Nyx reprimanding Dusa repeatedly that it had to do with the romance storyline that we had going on, because the two things coincided. But I guess maybe not?
Hits the spot, doesn't it, boy? I know you're caught up in the middle of all this and having to weigh your loyalties more than you'd like. I'm sorry we're putting you through this.
The Underworld Prince's next attempt to bribe the monstrous triple-headed hellhound into further liking him proves once again successful, as the kingly gift of heavenly ambrosia is beyond compare.
Aha, so it is Sunny D.
The many-headed Cerberus is busy thinking of his next savory meal.
Take care, boy.
And by care, of course, I mean pets. Alright, well, do we want to start spending some... Do we want to buy some stuff here? We are accumulating a lot of gemstones real quick. I mean, what would be... What's the expensive stuff? Wow, there's some stuff that is really expensive. Maybe we just hold off, actually. Hold on, we should get something for, excuse me, for Thanatos' corner. Yeah, a recliner.
Contractor, I have another job. Oh, I think Thanatos would love this one. Or totally ignore it.
What is this, Sag?
There's a good chance that he will totally ignore it, but I'm putting it over there anyway. This is not a good time for Nyx to be missing. I need to talk to her.
What's for breakfast? Dinner, maybe? Why, thank you.
Hey, that was a pretty good one. Yeah, if we could keep pulling large amounts of darkness from our fish, I think that would be lovely.
I'll take the special, please.
And then another one, I guess. I think we can only use at most 2 each time we go out, but...
Sometimes I still cannot believe that you are here, returned to us. Your radiance in all this darkness. You must miss seeing the coast.
The coast was nice enough, Hades. But nothing is ever perfect, right? No matter how hard you try. Still, I think we get quite close around here every once in a while.
You have taken much less time adjusting to this place than when first you joined us. Pardon my surprise. I myself was forced to be here. I never thought anyone would come from the surface here by choice.
The heart can make us do the strangest things, can't it?
Indeed.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, when he started to say something about the garden, I was hoping it was gonna be Nyx out in the garden. Yeah, just a real bummer of a time for her to be missing.
Prophecy fulfilled. He just has seen me through how many fights?
How close are we on the other ones? Let's see, we still gotta do this. Still gotta make assault happen. So we are 2 options off on the spear and 1 option off on all of the other weapons. It's a shame that there's not really a good way to convert gemstones into darkness. Or any way at all, actually, because you usually cannot buy darkness. We're trying to get to 4,000 for our next point on the mirror. I was about to say last point on the mirror, but not a safe assumption, given what we've seen so far. It just takes a lot of runs to accumulate that much stuff.
Skelemius.
Alright.
It's time, Baratha.
You're using that
We are
thing
gonna...
now, huh?
we are gonna try this again. We're gonna use the same aspect. I'm just gonna redeem myself. The thirst has commanded it, and also, you know, we'll get a bunch of darkness because we have partial rewards unlocked here already. How close are we to maxing out the palm thing? 3 encounters. Man, I should have done one more branch. Alright, well, I think that's our plan for next time. We're gonna just keep talking to these gods and doing anything we can think of that might please them. And if we don't start getting some progress on some locks pretty soon, maybe like another episode or 2, I might go to the internet and do a little bit of research. I don't know. Obviously, I'm never happy to not be able to figure something out in-game. But also, who knows if we're even close or on the right track at all? I do kind of wish there were hints available. Anyway, when you come back next time, Spear Run, I'm gonna redeem myself, regain a little bit of my honor. And we'll see you then.